welcome to another week-long vlog. If you're new here, my name is Merina. My life is full of things and I just happen to share it with a lot of y'all on the internet. I like to share all things glad, sad, mad, happy, angry, all the things, because I think we see too much of one thing on the internet. We rarely ever see somebody with a palette of emotions. We usually just see an emotion on somebody on the internet that goes along with their image. And in real life, people have emotions, and they have a lot of them. So I like to convey it over the screen to let y'all know y'all are normal. I mean, I ain't, but y'all are. If anything, y'all looking at me being like, that girl's not normal, just remind you that you are normal. And what is normal, really? We're about to do a grocery haul. We have been going to the grocery store every 2 weeks, and it's been saving on money with snacks. We're a family of 6, so we do a lot of eating. We need a lot of food. I'm trying to go grocery shopping every 2 weeks to save some money and to just keep us on track better than a bunch of little grocery trips here and there. It's better planning for me. It's easier planning for me too. And I just feel like I waste less money going to the grocery store when I do it in smaller trips but bigger batches. So that's why I've been doing every 2 week grocery shopping. Our grocery budget changes monthly, but sometimes it's anywhere from like $1,100 a month to $1,800 a month. I try to keep it at $800 a month, but I can honestly tell you I add everything into my grocery budget, all the necessities, the toilet papers, the paper towels, the laundry detergents, just because it's easier for me to budget it that way. And all of that with dog food being added into our grocery budget, it usually brings it up towards $1,500, something like that. And that's just an estimate, a guesstimate. I know a lot of people don't like to add all that stuff into their grocery budget, but it's just easier for me to budget that way. I wasn't born budgeting, so I've had to learn to budget, and I'm still not really good at it. So I kind of just try to make it easier on myself because, you know, it's hard to teach yourself something in your 30s, right? It's hard to teach yourself something, period. But when you're in your 30s, late 20s, it's like it's trying to literally teach an old dog new tricks. So you gotta be patient with it, and you kind of gotta pick your battles. My husband does the grocery hauls around here, and if I were to do them, it would cause a riot over the screen because our people love his grocery hauls. So I'm gonna let him show you what we got these 2 weeks. We got an array of things, but I wanted to pop on here and say, hey, hi, my name is Merina. If you're new here, I know that I had a lot of friends come in from the last video. I constantly have a lot of friends coming in, and I forget to stop and introduce myself sometimes. My mouth gets ahead of me. So my name is Merina. We do mobile home living in a mobile home in the hills of East Tennessee, and we're a large family mobile home living at that. I'm a God-fearing, Jesus-loving, Jesus is the center of my universe kind of person, and I'm very open and I'm very loud about that on the internet, but I love you no matter what. I have everything from Buddhists to agnostics. I met an agnostic friend on here through the comments a little bit ago. I have a lot of agnostic friends, a lot of atheist friends. We're kind of like a very eclectic mix of people on here, and I like it that way, because if it was anything else, it would kind of be a cult, and cults scare me. Definitely don't want to be no leader of one. I think it's awesome that so many different people from different backgrounds and different religions can listen to me go on all the time with as loud as I am about Jesus. I think that's really cool. He's gonna show you the grocery haul, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Grocery haul. Without further ado, I would like for you to join me on this magical mystery tour. So come on! So the first thing you might notice while looking at this grocery haul might be, that sure is a pretty surface, That's because we are now looking at this on our brand new island, which is still not done here, but it is starting to get done on the other side, but you're gonna see that elsewhere. Right now, we're here to focus on the food. So without further ado, we're gonna start down this way, and we're gonna work our way that way, and come on! So the first things first, plates. We got us some paper plates, because as you know, it's a lot easier just to have paper plates. Right here, we had to restock on some trash bags. Marina, I'm seeing turkey and salami. Oh, come on. What do you have against the TikTok sandwiches?
Yeah.
I miss them. Oven roasted turkey breast here. We've got a thing of this kind of hard, thin sliced, and then the natural smoke flavored kind. Then we've got 2 packs of the singles ready to mingle. We got a pack of these sharp cheddar cubes. as well as a pack of pepper jack cubes. Then we got some of these twist string cheeses. Kids absolutely love these. All right, we've got 2 packs of this strawberry yogurt, as well as some of these low-fat yogurt tubes. There are 4 of the strawberry and then 4 of the blueberry. Right here, we got a pack of these Totino's pizza rolls. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I think I may have said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. It's gonna sound nasty, but hear me out. One of the coolest things about these things is you cook you up some, about 10, 15 of these things, and then you fix you just like a little bowl of mustard, and you dip it in the mustard. I promise you, it's good. I promise you. Promise, don't say ooh. We've got some of this blackened chicken Alfredo. This is the kind that you throw in a skillet. Right here, we've got us some chicken patties. We've got more chicken patties. Then we've got 2 bags of this fajita chicken breast strips. I'm actually down anytime we have these. Then we got a pack of this El Monterey beef and bean burritos. We've got a big old thing of sausages here, as well as this big old thing of, oh, we gotta say it because I don't see anything else. Say it with me, hashtag frozen wedges. That don't sound right. Oh, there we go. Hashtag seasoned Tater Nation. Boom! We've got some of these right here. So Rena grabbed these deli witches, which there's a turkey and Colby, and then a pepperoni and mozzarella. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna probably try that one. That sounds pretty good. But these are neat little sandwich things that are made by Hot Pockets. Then Rena's got this Cajun style chicken carbonara. That looks really good, I'm not gonna lie. As well as we've got 3 boxes of the blackened chicken Alfredo, just the quick and easy microwave ones. And I'm telling you, these things are some of the best microwavable Alfredo dinners I've ever had. As somebody that, like, back whenever I was a lot younger in my high school and my college days, I would eat like a lot of the Alfredo TV dinners, and they were food, but they weren't the best. These things are awesome. Got this big old thing of strawberries. Then we've got 2 big old packs of these mandarins, as well as a big old box of breaded fish sticks. Then I've got a bundle of nanners. And right here, we've got us a can of mandarin oranges. We've got some very cherries, a can of peaches, and a can of pineapple sauces. We've got a bag of gala apples, as well as this pack of berries. Then we've got 2 packs of these flour tortillas. I'm sure these are probably for the fajitas over there. And then Rena got artisan crafted white cheddar and black pepper. This looks delicious. What is this, Rena? Macaroni? Yes. This looks good. Yeah. I'm down. And then the kiddos got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle macaroni. Then we got, okay, I've had my complaints about bags of chips and cheese puffs and everything for a while. This is ridiculous. Now they're just getting skinny. So we got 2 packs of these Circus Time cheese puffs. I think they're supposed to look like this. Look like those old bags we'd get at the circus. Then we got a bag of Chester's Puff Corn. A bag of crunchy hashtag Tater Nations. A bag of rippled hashtag Tater Nations. Then we got this box of Rice Crisps. The kids really enjoyed these the last time we got them. Serena got some more of these original snack sticks, which are just beef sticks. And then right here, we've got us some trading cards. I'm just kidding. These are Kool-Aid packets. We've got 3 packs of the cherry, 2 packs of the blue raspberry lemonade, 2 packs of the watermelon, and 1 pack of the grape. Right here, Rainey got the kiddos some Pocky Sticks, as well as some original crispy rice treats, which we all know, Rice Krispies. Right here, we've got a variety pack of fruit and grain cereal bars. I actually really like the strawberry one, so I'm down. And then look here, we got some strawberry applesauce. Right here, we've got some chocolate chip dipped chewy granola bars. Interesting. Oh, thank goodness. You got the Welch's fruit snacks. We don't have to eat those things that taste like they're made out of tires. Oh, and look at this, guys. This right here, we got the creme de la creme. We got the roast, man. I am down. Now, to go with those sausages I showed you a minute ago, we've actually got 4 cans of the jumbo biscuits. And then 4 of the buttermilk jumbo biscuits. And then 6 of just the butter jumbo biscuits. Then we've got 2 bags of sandwiches, or 2 bags of sandwich bread, a thing of hamburger buns, and you can't see it. I promise you can't. Yeah, there's our grocery haul for this week. Like I said, this is the first grocery haul we've had to do in 2 weeks. I feel like we've done pretty good. I'm proud of us. One last thing, we were desperately needing a trash can, so Rena picked out this thing. I told her it looks like R2-D2. I've got to put batteries in it, but apparently you can hit the button and it opens and everything. So we're living in the Jetsons now. So there you have it. There's the grocery haul for this week. I'm so glad that you joined me. It was so nice to have a friend with me. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it back over to my lovely wife and I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye-bye!
We're going shopping today for a different color for the ceiling because the pecan color I chose is looking a little orange. So I've got 2 different methods I'm going to do to fix that. I've got new lighting colors and we're going to go with a different color. This is the pecan color that I have, and down here is the weathered oak I think I'm going to go with. You guys have saw in past videos of the kitchen makeover, I have tried hours and hours and hours of work on this ceiling to make it look good. I've tried a bunch of different methods, spent a whole lot of money, and the pecan is just still too warm to, like, it's orange. It's orange. So hopefully that weathered oak looks like it's just a muted color, and I think that's going to work a lot better. I don't know though. I'm looking around at these colors and they've got like turquoise, and the impulsive thoughts, man, like I had impulsive thoughts to get that turquoise, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I almost did. And I also like that pink tinted wood. I'm getting the solid wood stain. I love this stuff. It goes on perfectly. I love it. While I'm here in Ace Hardware though, I did not realize they had so many cleaning products. I know I've walked through this aisle before, but it didn't register just how much method that they sold here. They sell Mrs. Meyer's. It's like a YouTube cleaning channel heaven here. Like, they've got Mrs. Meyer's for days and Method for days. Method is my all-time favorite cleaning product. I love their foaming hand soap. I love their all-purpose spray, their bathroom spray, their antibacterial spray. I love it all. But they have so many scents of each Mrs. Meyer's and Method. I stocked up because even though I'm a YouTuber now, I ain't always been a YouTuber. And I used to be the viewer that would check out the Grove collaborative sites that all the YouTubers showed. And trying to find it online sometimes was wild. So when I see it out in public now, I'm like, I take a second just to look at it all. These are gel soaps. They're fancy soaps, and they have different scents. I was going to get the gold, but I actually ended up putting it back and getting the black. I'm going to use this in my kitchen along with the other soaps too. I just think it would look really pretty in there. I'm going to try to do like a dish thing for it to set on. I don't know. But they have pods. They have concentrated cleaning stuff where you can just put the concentrate in like a new cleaning bottle when it comes to Method. So many things, so many scents I had never seen before because I don't just search this stuff out on the internet. So the new scents and stuff I'm not aware of. But right here is the concentrates. It's the refill and reuse from Method. I want to try out that so bad. I haven't tried that out, but I want to try that out. I got me some gel hand soap though. I couldn't live without getting it. Okay, so I've had a ton of questions from people wondering what the heck is going on with my dental journey. It's been a minute. I think it's been like a month or something since the last video I made about my teeth. And I needed to catch you guys up on it, but I also need you guys to know that I'm not really caught up on it yet. So, okay. So, whenever I was propositioned this dental thing, what? I went into it knowing that I could never afford these implants. These are extremely expensive implants. And I don't work with companies. I mean, I know I don't do sponsors, and I really know that the majority of you guys would have been okay if I done sponsors when it comes to my teeth, because like, let's get personal. Wait, if you don't want to watch this, like, skip ahead 5 seconds. I ain't got nothing to chew on, and what I do have back here, it's broken. I have no back teeth back here, and I am living on that tooth back there. A lot of you guys are like, do the sponsors, Marina, we don't care. No, it's a thing between me and God right now. Like I said, I wasn't going to do it, and I have went 4 years not doing it. There's no need to start it now. But I knew that I couldn't afford these either. Like they're just not in my tax bracket. There's no way. If you don't know what I'm talking about regarding my teeth, I'll link the video where I go back and kind of explain. But I met one of my subscribers, okay, followers on here, and I met them in person through this God ordained thing. And they quickly became one of my best friends. And so they knew somebody who worked in the dental industry, who is very like prominent in the dental industry. And this person works with dentists everywhere, all over the place. And so they actually came at me like, hey, we want to help. I know you don't do sponsorships, but would you ever consider being a like test subject? And I was like, I mean, call me a guinea pig. Like, am I going to be able to eat carrot? Like, call me a guinea pig. So essentially, I'm literally a test subject, and they're doing something new on me that they don't normally do. And that procedure they're doing on me is going to be given to other dentists all over the place as education and like to further their practice skills in their own practices. So it's kind of going to be a whole thing where they're learning on me and teaching it to all these other dental professionals out here to do at their own offices, like their own practices and everything. So that's why it's kind of taking longer. I have a whole team working with me, and that team is doing all of the talking for me because I don't know what to do. I've been to the dentist a handful of times, and all of those times, -1, have been in my adult life. So I don't know dental lingo, and I don't know who to talk to, what to do, or anything like that. I'm learning as I go through this team of people that God has completely surrounded me with. What I do know is we've been tackling this thing together, and we've been in constant contact with people and people we need to be in contact with. It's not like I can just pop in and the dentist knows my dental history and I'm like, yeah, give me a new set of teeth today. This is a whole thing bigger than that. I've just now begun to get to know these people. So they're learning all my medical history and my dental history and stuff like that. What I know that we're waiting on right now is a lab. We're waiting on the lab to check off, but they're in talks with the lab right now, and that's going to be like kind of where we figure out what we're doing. Forward is going to be based off of whatever the lab says. So that's where I'm at right now. It's not anything local. So that's also been another thing where I can't just go to a dentist's office here. It's not local at all. So anything that we've been doing, it's like Zoom, FaceTime, things like that to get it done. And it's kind of, because I'm so ignorant to everything teeth and dentists, I mean, it's obvious. It's kind of been like God has really just had to like work it out for me. And I'm beyond thankful for that, because I don't know what I would have done if he hadn't have kind of taken the reins and just led me. Everywhere I needed to be, he's led me there. And I really don't know what I would do. So that's where we're at with the teeth. It's still moving forward. I do have to be at the dentist today, so I figured I'd bring you guys along with me. I put an Instagram question thing up on my Instagram stories and asked you guys if you had any dental questions. Got a lot of questions about my dental stuff right now, and I kind of am answering that like right here, but like I want to know if anybody else didn't know anything else like me. And there were a lot of questions that were about dental hygiene, about dental products, about things like that, and I wanted to kind of be an open door for some knowledge in that department, because I know I wish I had somebody who I could watch that had that open door for me. Because when I go in here and I ask these professionals these questions, it's not coming from a person with knowledge on this subject at all. It's coming from, I mean, I have no idea. It's coming from complete ignorance on this whole situation. So that hopefully will be able to kind of bring down the answers to a regular civilian's level and not like up here, you know, dental professor level or anything like that. So hopefully we can get some questions answered to some questions that you guys have had. I got questions from so many places. We're at Australia, Germany, all over Europe. It was insane. So many questions from Europe. Washington, D.C. There were so many questions coming in all over the U.S., but even outside of the U.S. I got thousands, thousands and thousands and thousands of people saw that request for questions. So there was a ton come in, and I kind of had to filter them down. And whatever was asked the most, I put it down in my little notes thing, and I sent it off to my dentist friend, and I sent it off to my team and had them kind of look it over so we could pick out like the main things that people were asking about. But yeah, I'm kind of where you guys are. I know a little bit more than you guys just because it's, you know, I'm in real time, so I know a little bit about what's happening. But as far as we're all concerned, it's moving along. And I know we've got several appointments to go before I actually have my surgery date. I know where the surgery is going to be, and I just don't know when the surgery is going to be yet. I know a time frame, I just don't know an exact date. So that's what I know about my dental situation. We'll ask them a bunch of questions, but we might also find out some information about my procedure too while we're there. I don't know. I have no idea. One, two, three. I want it to look like tea time with Merina. Here's your host today. Hold on. Here's your host today. Hi. Welcome to Tea Time with Merina and the dentist. How are you guys today? I'm forever waiting on Holly. You know that Brad Paisley song, Waiting on a Woman? I'm waiting on Holly. Every day in my life. Waiting on Holly.
I'm trying to get it to where this chair's not going to be as much.
Oh, that chair right here?
Yeah.
I'm actually sitting over here right now because I can't bring myself to sit in the chair in the dentist office because I'm scared of it. I did it. Our broadcast will surely be here in just a minute. The broadcast is back as expected. We were waiting on you. I was thinking Brad Paisley, she'll take her time. I don't mind waiting on a Holly.
I was taking my time. Craig, Kelsey.
Nice to meet you.
So we got our little family here.
All good things.
All right, I'm gonna sit down here with Craig. We got our little family here. You good? You in? There's my friend. So we have our little team here, and so we are all faith-based people, and we have all been praying about this. And we've been praying about this a lot. Kelsey and I have been praying about this a lot, right?
I literally have goosebumps.
We do have a plan. We have a team that's going to participate in all this. I was kind of telling you earlier that the guy that's going to do your surgeries I studied under and trained me, so he's a mentor. Okay, so we've got him. We've got the lab on board.
They're
Came
on
in
board?
yesterday.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me? Holly, you can't do that on camera. I was trying on camera. I laugh.
That came in last night.
Yeah.
About 6 o'clock, and Kelsey and I cried first. I had to cry.
She started crying. She called me.
And he's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah,
and I said, "These are happy tears. Just hang on. I gotta get it out."
She does. She starts crying. I'm like, "Are you okay?"
I was like, "Do you have a minute?" He goes, "I do now." We've had to do some pivoting and some bumping around. You need some sedation, some things. So, and you've had anxiety about going so far away. So, Chattanooga.
Just 3 hours down the road.
2 hours for you, man.
Yeah.
She's closer.
Oh
than-
yeah, she's right. You're right.
Yeah. So, we are officially in. All the pieces are there. We're going to spend some Wednesdays in Chattanooga, starting in about 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So,
You credit this young lady, these young ladies, I should say, for their organizational skills. Let's put it that way. And logistics.
we're going to teach with it, and we're going to be there to support it all.
So people will be learning from her.
Yeah.
Not live. Not live.
If they did, that would be fun.
But not live. It'll all be done
It'll be documented.
with us.
Yeah.
But the cameras will roll, and we'll be able to record it
And
all.
you'll be able to like give it to other dentists.
We'll be able to turn it into a course. and
Oh, that's
we're going to publish an article with it in a dental journal.
Oh my goodness.
So you might end up with some glamour shots and some things like that. That's kind of where we're at. So Kelsey has been waiting. She's been patiently waiting.
Kelsey,
so long.
what the heck, man?
She's a prayer.
Are you so excited?
Like it's fine. They just celebrated their 40,000th patient last week. We have our team. Kelsey's going to be getting paperwork. We had to get a couple extra films because that's what he needs. And then we are going to be looking at some Wednesday trips to Chattanooga. Committed to taking some time off and giving up
road
his
trip.
giving
Yeah.
up his work
I like
to go on a little road
Yeah.
trip. And when we started all this, I told you we didn't know.
Mm-mm.
You didn't know, I didn't know, none of us knew, and we were just trusting the process and trusting God opening these doors, and He has been shutting some doors and opening some doors.
As they say, closes one, he opens another.
Yeah.
So,
You're my best friend now. You're stuck with me.
cut you down.
Best friends.
All
They
right.
both left purple too, so they're
Yeah.
officially able to get started.
How many Wednesdays will we have to go down?
It looks like 2 to 3. Actually, I think it's going to be 3. And then we're going to talk about how we want our teeth to look, and
Jessica Simpson teeth.
yeah, right?
I've been driving her crazy
She
because she
does. She
said
sends me
no
pictures.
Jessica Simpson
I've
teeth.
got, actually, I have Bill Dorfman's old book of different celebrities
Oh, yeah.
and their smiles.
Oh, yeah.
See?
She's heard my
Simpson's
stories,
teeth.
man.
Now, sometimes
So anyway.
you say, well, that's not going to quite fit your face, right? But,
Won't fit your face. Anyway, that's why it's all working. He doesn't know how he
I
gets.
told her,
He doesn't know the Jedi mind tricks, Kels. He doesn't get it yet. Like,
We didn't
Surprise.
worry you, and we were so excited to tell you to.
Oh, nobody'll be able to stop me now. I'll be walking in here like Jessica Simpson.
just without her teeth,
No, with my teeth.
with your own teeth, with your own look.
She's got kind of like, they're kind of buck teeth in the front, but
Mhm.
they're my natural teeth are buck teeth in the front.
Okay.
You're supposed to go off natural. That looks best, right?
Well, we will use those as a guide, but we can do some enhancements.
Did you hear him in the hands? He said
You
enhancements.
can give me George Washington teeth. I don't care. Just
They were made of
whatever.
wood.
Yeah, I
We're gonna go
know.
with no. We're not getting termite teeth.
I wonder if they actually got termites in their teeth. That's a whole question.
I'm gonna let you talk to the dentist
It's
about
got
that
the same way
question.
bacteria work. To be honest with you.
I have no words.
So now you have no words but on video. And get
I never have no words. I always have words.
They also have a McKay's there. They have a
They
what?
do have a McKay's. We love McKay's. Have you ever been to McKay's?
I don't think so. Is it a restaurant?
Oh my gosh, it's a bookstore.
Oh, okay.
They got one in
I was like,
Knoxville.
I know, but I was like,
We
McKay's.
were talking food.
Yes, they have one in they have one in
ADHD.
Knoxville. We are like on food train. They're over on a book nerd
You
train.
need to go to McKay's. They have one in
I'm a
Knoxville.
nerd train
and
over here.
Nashville. And
Yes, I know
Nashville.
about McKay. Down in Knoxville, that's huge. It's like a superstore
I'm
or
a
something.
huge reader. I have to read to keep my brain in check because ADHD.
Good, I'm gonna give you like 7 airway books to read.
I like reading fun stuff.
You need to go to sleep
I
at
like
night. You
entertaining.
need to go to sleep at night.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
read one of her
I bring my airway books.
Keep you calm.
Bye, Kelsey. We love you.
Let me get a picture.
She wants a picture.
Ready?
Yeah.
Holly, you have to get in it.
Oh, hang on. See what we got. There we go. There's my guy. Hang on. Where's my Merina? Come on. Where's that face? Turn this way just a little bit. There. Up. Too much. That. Too much.
This
Up. This way just a little bit. Right there.
Right there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, there's fireworks.
There's fireworks.
That's pretty cool.
That is except for in a picture.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. More fireworks.
More fireworks and thumbs up. Fireworks are going off and thumbs up.
I asked for questions, and there was over 2,000 questions come in. A lot of them were towards the dentist, but also a lot of them were towards her as well. What is the best over-the-counter dental products to use? Outside of budget, what's the best ones that you can get?
I like Crest Detoxify toothpaste. Okay. Are you asking like toothpaste, rinses?
I was not expecting you to say Crest.
Yeah. I like. It's called Detoxify. It seems to work pretty well, especially gum issues.
Okay.
So that's one of the ones we like. Now there's some others. There's hydroxyapatite that kind of restores, and that's, I think, Boca is one of the companies that makes it. Hydroxyapatite is a chemical. Okay, your enamel actually is made of that. This kind of helps replace when demineralization has occurred and stuff like
Yeah.
That's another one. Risewell, like Risewell. That's another one. Now, if you go natural, Tom's of Maine is a good one.
I was wondering about the Tom's one, the all natural ones.
Yeah. The thing you'll find with those, though, a lot of them don't have a foaming agent. There's a, and so it doesn't foam up. So it's kind of weird.
Like Jello, it just spreads like Jello, peanut butter jelly.
But I'll also tell you about the foaming agent. That's sodium lauryl sulfate. If you look at your toothpaste, some people have sensitivity to that, and they'll either have sensitive teeth sometimes, and I've had to go off, find a toothpaste without the foaming agent, and that takes care of it. And sometimes it'll cause little ulcers on some people.
And what's that called?
Sodium lauryl, Lauryl, it is.
How do you
Sodium
have that
lauryl
in your
sulfate.
He just popped off with so many big words. I was like, wait a minute,
I was
I'm
a chemistry
processing.
major too. So
Were you?
Yeah.
You can tell. You can tell. Speaking of enamel, you said enamel. What are some ways to protect your enamel if it's already weak?
Some of those things we're talking about, we use things called MI paste that helps remineralize. Now it does have fluorides. If you're anti-fluoride, that's
Why
not.
would you be anti-fluoride?
Some people think, in my mind, that it is a poison. Okay, but it would take a tremendous amount to poison.
You have to eat it.
Yeah, a ton.
Nobody should be eating their
No,
toothpaste.
because the first thing it'll do is mess your gut up. So there's an anti-fluoridation group out there. I was a chemistry major. I did my senior thesis. I had to on fluoride, and because I knew I was going to dental school.
Yeah.
And it basically replaces the teeth, the hydroxyapatite. What happens with fluoride is the hydroxy on the apatite gets replaced by fluoride, and it's much stronger and much denser. So that's how that works. It's just one atom replaces another one and becomes a stronger enamel. So,
Is it true that if you lose your enamel, you can't get it back? Like,
no, all these marketing things about you can't regain enamel. We do ceramic to replace enamel, okay, like porcelains and zirconias and stuff like that. So that's like crowns and stuff like that. But once you wear through that enamel, it will not grow back. Okay.
What's the procedure that you do the most here at your office?
The simple answer is cleaning teeth. You know, I've got 2 hygienists working here, so that goes on all day long. But I would say just typical crowns and fillings. We do extractions some. Did 12 yesterday on a guy, and it wore me out.
Well,
yeah.
You gotta have manpower, don't you?
I'm telling you, on him I did. I've always said I've never met a tooth I couldn't take out. He had one I thought I may have to eat my words here, but I got it. And he's got a new smile now. So
Is he happy?
yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, he looks good.
Would you get really white? If you like do a job like me, would you get really white since I'm always on the TV, or would you get like a more dimmed color?
I would get a little. I wouldn't go.
Bright white.
I'm going to use this term, honey. Okay, I call it toilet bowl white. Okay, so we don't want toilet bowl white teeth. Okay. Now the nicer term is Hollywood white. I like. We've got several shades. We've got characterized teeth. We'll go. I mean, that's something that you said to visit.
I don't want it now.
We'll go through shades and all that stuff. And honestly, I tell you how you pick shades. You use hair colors. Certain hair colors have certain shades of teeth and stuff like
Mine's
that.
always changing though.
Yeah, well, your eyes don't either. So stuff like that.
Do you recommend a water pick or traditional string for flossing?
I think there's nothing better than mechanical debridement, which is floss. Okay.
Okay.
Doctors would tell you if you have a kidney infection, the best thing they can do is take your kidney out, clean it up, put it back in. But we can't do that.
Yeah.
So you get antibiotics and medications. So flossing, I think a water pick is great if, in a case like yours, we're going to have this. You're going to need a water pick.
That's what I was saying, because when I tried flossing
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and I never did after that, because but like it just caused a whole issue of things. I was breaking off teeth, and my teeth are just crumbling.
So in a case like yours, a water pick, and even after you get your teeth, up underneath there, you can use that to clean around there.
So when she gets her new teeth, those are water picks.
Yeah, you'll use a water pick.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be able to floss them. They're hooked together. Okay, so yeah.
Well, that makes me feel better though, because I don't want floss. I hate flossing.
And I also say this: somebody that's manual dexterity, may not have quite the dexterity to floss,
Yeah.
then a water pick's a good second choice.
Like if they have arthritis
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, they can't.
Do genetics really play a role in the condition of your teeth?
Yeah, it certainly does. One thing, let's talk about some of your genes determine how big your jaws are, and some of your genes determine how big your teeth are. Okay,
Yeah.
so you may get dad's teeth and mom's jaws, which means your teeth may be, that's where you have orthodontic issues.
I have never thought of that before.
Okay. And it may be vice versa. You may get small teeth and big jaws, so you have spaces,
Yeah.
between
Wow.
your teeth. Okay, so it's called a tooth arch size discrepancy.
What about as far as like gingivitis and stuff like that? Does that run through families?
I think here's what I tell people: the gene loads the gun. Now, how well you take care of your teeth is whether the trigger gets pulled or not. Okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
So
yes,
somebody with good
you
genes
can-
could get away with being more careless.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
you can have a genetic predisposition for periodontal disease, and you're going to have to fight a little harder to keep them healthy. A lot of caries decay is caused, I think, a pH acidity.
Yeah.
And if you lower the acidity in the mouth, tell people the easiest way to do is go get some Trident gum. That'll kind of bring it down a little bit. Xylitol
Yeah.
will help bring it down some and lower the acidity. Then you're taking away the chance to get cavities. Okay, because acidity.
Who would have thought gum
Yeah.
would do that?
They make their spry. I don't know if you've ever heard of spry. SPRY. That's a little more xylitol than Trident has.
Does the condition of a child's baby teeth determine how healthy their adult teeth are? So if a kid has a cavity in a baby tooth and it falls out, does that mean that the permanent tooth is going to have more of a cavity in it?
No. The only thing I would say is, if they're getting cavities, they're not brushing right. So if they change their habits once the adult teeth come in, that doesn't predispose that tooth to have a cavity.
Okay, so there's not like, because in my brain I'm thinking there's like bacteria down in the tooth pocket or something,
Yeah.
but they don't.
No.
Okay. So do you think that AI will kind of get rid of a few of the people in the dental profession one day?
I don't see that. I mean, there's still going to have to be a lot of hands-on. You may get, how you have robotic surgeries. You may have that come along, but still with the robotic surgery, there's a doctor
Behind the scenes.
controlling the robot.
This one cracked me up. Can you get a warranty on snap-on dentures? What happens if they break?
Okay, let me explain this. I read that and I laughed. When you do the teeth in a day thing, okay, you get the implants, we put a set of teeth on there. That set of teeth is your first set. That's an initial set.
Okay.
We allow the tissue and everything has to heal, okay? So then you'll get another set of teeth, okay? So you'll always have two sets. I've got all kinds of teeth sitting back there, different people, and I've had one come in, they broke a tooth off. So we unscrew it, put the temporary in, send it, get it fixed, come back and put the final one back in.
So you don't need a warranty because you have that temporary
got a
backup.
backup.
And
Yep.
do you keep the backup?
I do. A lot of guys give it to the patient.
They'll lose it.
That's my fear. But my problem is I've got all these boxes back there,
just
and
got teeth
I'm running out of
everywhere.
space. There's always the way we do it. The way I do it anyway is there's a backup. You
And
always
you can't get insurance on them or anything for like property insurance, can you?
I've never had that question asked. And
I just came up with that one and I'm so proud of that.
You
Does the body ever reject dental implants?
I wouldn't say it's a rejection. 97% success rate on the lower arch, about 93 on the upper arch. So I wouldn't call it like it's a rejection. Sometimes you'll have one fail where it just doesn't integrate into the bone well. So the guy who came up with this type of thing we're talking about doing for you, it was called all on 4. 4 implants, you could put a whole set of teeth on. But there's also a saying it's all on 4, none on 3. So if you were to lose one of those implants, the whole case is shot. Okay?
Ah.
So that's why when I have my cases done, I always ask for 5 or 6 implants, just in case one of them fails. It comes out, it heals over. We still got the teeth can still screw into the other 4 or 5. I could probably count them on 2 hands. The number I've seen fail through the years, and I restored my first implant in 1989. I believe it was.
He said a lot of big words I'm gonna have to look up when I get home. But we know more now than we did coming in, didn't we? My cameraman back here, we were even like, wait, what? That's a thing?
No, You ready to get going?
I'm ready to get going.
All right, that's all I need answered then.
I got some interesting
Yeah,
questions.
you got some
All right.
interesting ones. Yours came from Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C.
Ooh, we like some DC.
Germany.
Went there for my honeymoon.
Really?
Yeah.
She might know you.
I talk to everyone.
This is the most asked question though. Everybody wants to know, how did you get started in the dental profession?
In the dental profession, you can do a couple things. One, if you want to become a dental assistant, which is the person that sits with the doctor, you can go to a community college, or you can take a small program that's usually 6 to 8 weeks long, and that starts to get you started. For me personally, my father-in-law had the family dentist, and he gave him a call and said, my daughter-in-law is looking to see if this could be something for her. Could she shadow? I was 18, and I did the old shadow thing, and then they offered me an opportunity to work for free.
Is it like an apprentice?
So kind of like an apprenticeship. So I worked for free for about 6 months, and then they scrubbing instruments, and then they hired me as a sterile tech and trained me on the job.
What are some budget-friendly products on the market that you recommend?
We're really looking at simple electric toothbrushes.
I should just do that.
We're looking at simple electric toothbrushes are always nice, because anything that's more than your hand, and that's manual brushing, is going to be better. And they are so inexpensive on the market. I mean, you can get something with a battery all the way up to something that charges. Electric toothbrushes, and you know, for me, it's good old-fashioned toothpaste. So whether it's like a Colgate or a Crest, I don't care.
What's your favorite kind of mouthwash?
So mouthwashes, look for non-alcoholic based mouthwashes. Alcohol in a mouthwash actually dries your mouth out. So if you take any types of medication that tend to give you dry mouth, and then you're swishing after you brush 2 or 3 times a day, you're really just drying it out more. And that is going to wipe out bad bacteria and good bacteria. People find this very crazy, but home things that we can do, we tend to see people, this is perfectly fine if done right. Swishing with peroxide is fine. Swishing with half and half bleach, so it's, if you did a little bit of bleach, but then you put water in it, and you could never swallow it, but you could swish with it, and it could get rid of bad bacteria, but not wipe away the good bacteria. You can take baking soda and water and mix it and use it to swish with or to brush with as well. There's lots of options. So there's some home things, and then there's some things there. Stay away from things that are guaranteed whitening, guaranteed fixes and solutions, because that's not always the best way to move your health forward if you're trying to do it yourself all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What is the ideal dental routine? So what should we be doing daily, weekly, and monthly?
Daily, weekly, monthly. Ready? Daily. You should brush your teeth every day for 3 minutes.
3
All
minutes?
the teeth. All sides of the teeth. Cheek side, tongue side, up side, down side, tops, bottoms, all of it.
3
Then,
minutes?
before you brush your teeth, you floss your teeth, and you pull all the crap out of your teeth first. Because that's a third of your tooth is butted up against another tooth. So if you don't floss, then you're missing a third of your tooth all the time. So you're gonna be more at risk to get cavities. So floss first, then brush it all away, and then if you want to use a non-alcoholic rinse. If you eat sugar, if you drink sugary drinks, if you drink energy drinks, anything that has sugar in it, then you want to either swish with water afterwards, immediately, or you go brush your teeth, so that sugar does not eat away at the enamel of your teeth.
Because once it sits there for a little bit,
you're just eroding the hard surface away, and you're causing cavities. So to fight cavities, to prevent cavities, we have to be proactive. Things that play into getting cavities, naughty habits. So if we have naughty habits going on, like smoking, eating a lot of carbs, that, you know, your nutrition's important. So sorry.
I can cut it out.
But if we have cavities, if we eat, it's our daily habits. Like, if you decided to chew on nails or fingernails, or break open a bottle with your teeth, if you use your teeth to tear things with, you should expect that you could damage them, right?
I would break open my teeth opening a bottle. Right,
but if you pour some sugar on me. If you pour sugar on your teeth, what happens? But it's gonna happen. So, but if we don't brush, we don't floss.
And you don't brush it, and it gets worse to the point where you can't brush your teeth because it bleeds. And
yes, and then the bleeding is a sign of infection. So if your gums are bleeding, you have a disease, and if you don't take care of your disease, the disease, just like an infection on your arm or a cut or a wound, if you don't care for the wound properly, then what happens to the wound is it gets infected, and then it gets worse and it starts spreading, right?
Yeah.
That's when we get into tooth loss. That's when we get into gum disease. That's when it's like that bacteria is just munching away at your bone. And to remember, like, your teeth is what supports your face. So if you lose your teeth, your nose and your chin are going to start touching, and you can't breathe, you don't eat well.
Yeah. Over-the-counter teeth whitening strips safe to use in moderation?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Really? I always thought they ate your teeth away.
So, over-the-counter, people who do over-the-counter teeth whitening, they just have to manage their expectations. So things that are done at home for yourself are never going to be the professional strength that a professional would do, right? If these are your natural teeth, then you can change it with whitening strips to start and try, and it might lighten them just a little bit. You might see a little noticeable difference. If you want to take another step, you can go see a dentist, and they can make you some trays that fit just your teeth, not your friend's teeth, only your teeth. And they'll guide you on some home care and some home whitening.
That's cool.
Or you can come lay in a dental chair.
Nope.
And they give you some headphones, or they'll give you something to listen to, and you can have them professionally whitened while you lay in a chair for an hour.
What's the difference between the professional whitening one and the strips? Like,
so strips are gonna, if you read they're all in the same chemical family. It's all about the potency. So if you thought about, so let's just use something simple like home bleach, like that you would have sitting in your laundry room, right? That's super powerful. You don't spill it on your shirts, or it bleaches them out, right?
Yeah.
So if you put water in that, then it dilutes,
Yeah,
right?
I see what you're saying.
Stick a little bleach in the toilet bowl, what happens? You still can do the job, but it does it, mixes it with water, and it lessens it, so it's not as powerful. If you read the back of the strips that are in the store, you're going to see it may take up to 2 or 3 boxes to get 1 to 2 color changes. So when you start adding that money up, and you're like, wow, if these things cost $30 and I got to do a few boxes to get a shade, by the time you pay for all those boxes, you could have went to a dentist and got some trays made for yourself with some whitening, and then you have those trays forever, and then you just can keep touching them up. Things like that, those are not forever. Even professional whitening, if you're a wine drinker, if you eat a lot of ketchup, a lot of pastas, things with a lot of acid in it, a lot of coffee, a lot of tea, you're going to restain them.
Yeah.
So you have to touch those things up every couple years. But then if you already have the trays, you're really just buying the little gel that you squirt in the trays to put on. If you've ever thought about whitening, do things that are either supervised or are actually say whitening. Don't try to use things like
don't do a magic eraser.
I was gonna say a magic eraser.
That messed my teeth up.
Yeah, but putting things in your mouth that are not meant for their mouth. I tell people, like, don't super glue your teeth back on. Not cool. You're putting something that actually says do not put in your mouth.
I did a super glue fill-in one time when my teeth broke.
Oh, see?
Mm-hmm. And when that dentist pulled it out, it came out and it was still whole. I was like, that should be the poster for that.
Are you telling me you're the poster child for all the things not to do?
All the things. Yep. I killed my teeth nerves with clove oil. I whitened my teeth.
And now she's going to get some different teeth.
Gave me myself a filling with, I think it's Elmer's.
Stop.
I'm not kidding. It worked until it got infected. Then he pulled it out, and
So
I wanted to keep it.
So technically,
for
what she's saying is it didn't work.
I wanted to keep it for a trophy, but it wouldn't let
What
me.
she said was, I thought it worked until it did not work.
Okay, what can cause chronic bad breath aside from decaying teeth?
Periodontal disease, gum infection. If your teeth bleed, that's infection. If you've ever smelled stinky pus, like from a sore on your arm or cut that got infected, it has an odor to it. So pus has odors, right? Infection has an odor. So if you have bad breath, we always go with one, let's think about cavities and things like that, but mainly it's from disease, active infection in your mouth. If you need to pull out the old tongue scraper, scrape your tongue.
Don't line the back of your teeth with chewing gum.
Don't do it.
I would line the back of my teeth on the bottom and top with chewing gum.
I think we're gonna have to have a myth show of let me bust all the myths.
Let's do it, for real.
You tell me what you do and I'll tell you what not to do.
It didn't work at all.
I think this is an
weird-
I'll try anything show. Or is that what we're doing?
It left a weird filmy
My name's
stuff on
Merina.
it.
I'll
It
try
was there for
anything.
like 8 hours. I used to do that for real.
That is
And then I also wanted white teeth, so when I would take pictures, I would take gum and I would wrap it around my teeth and take a picture from far away. And it looks like veneers.
yeah, they make apps for that.
Are veneers worth the money?
Are veneers worth the money? So I have dental veneers. My teeth were really tiny growing up, and they had lots of little stains from where cavities were wanting to start, and then there was some fluoride hit them, so I had little crazy stains that were white spots and then dark yellow spots on my teeth. And so it made me very ashamed of my smile. They might have been straight. They might have been all there, and there was no infection around them, but you just don't have the confidence. Like, you don't smile, you're very ashamed, you cover your mouth, things like that. And because I did that, I too was a patient in a dental program, and that's how I got dental veneers.
They did a really good job on them.
Oh, that's so nice. But are they worth it? They're worth the weight in gold, because it's confidence, it's permanent white, they're not going to collect the stain, and they're not going to age.
Last one. What is a dental bridge and when are they necessary?
So dental bridges are things, so if you're missing a tooth, there's going to be tooth replacement options. And a dental bridge would be one of the multiple tooth replacement options that you could have. So a dental bridge basically is two permanent teeth that have dental crowns on them, and then there's a fake tooth in the middle. And there could be multiple fake teeth, but it's a way to replace teeth without having something that comes in and out of your mouth, like a denture or a partial or a flipper or we've heard of lots of different types of tooth replacements. But it's connected, so it's a different kind of care. You have to floss through it with threaders and water picks. It's still great. It's a great option. But dental implants become the gold standard option, because then we're only involving one tooth and not multiple teeth. You learning anything?
I'm learning all sorts of stuff, not to do the stuff that I've done. Do you think there's a thing that is called pretty teeth privilege? Do you think people are judged by the state of their teeth?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think so.
The whole, you hear the saying, a smile says it all. So people judge you immediately by your smile. If somebody's staring at you across the room and they're not smiling, they don't seem to be approachable.
No.
So you're not going to ever go up and start talking to them.
I know, I'm a very social person, and still it makes me a little shy in social settings. So I can't imagine if I was a more antisocial person how I would act in public. I probably would be a hermit in a corner somewhere.
If you put two people in the room and one had teeth and one didn't, who would get the job?
That's crazy.
It is. People are judgmental.
Holly.
Ask away. See, I don't need my show. I need your show. I don't need to be your show.
Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I will see y'all later.